Yes, He-Man and the Masters Universe fans, I have the He-Man and the Masters Universe magazine. I'm going to do a video on every single one of the magazines, and I previously did the winter of 1985, and even though it doesn't say it on the cover here, this is supposed to be the spring of 1985. Instead, we only get Filmation 1985 in the corner. I feel like the cover of this is done so beautifully. The artist is Earl Nurum, and he's done a lot of different He-Man and the Masters Universe images, and I just love his style. Opening up the first pages to this, oh my god, it's an advertisement for Oreo cookies. It's some sort of word puzzle with the answers right to the side. Next, we have the table of contents, including a letter from He-Man himself, and we get 2 images of the 2 posters that are included. More fan letters and artwork. Dear He-Man, I am a 6-year-old, and I like your show very much. You are nice. I hope you beat Skeletor. Matthew Metz, Easton, Maryland. Dang, for a kid, that's a pretty good picture of Buzz-Off. And look, if you send this in for only $6, you can get 4 issues. Oh, unfortunately, this expires December 31st, 1985. I'm a bit late. Even more letters and even more artwork. Wow, I was a horrible artist. These kids were great. Oh my god, a contest for nerds! The candy. The grand prize was an RCA video recorder camera with 19-inch color TV. 19 whole inches. And I'm pretty sure that's a VCR, maybe? Orko, Earth Reports. We have books, movies, television, celebrity. I wish I could say I know what some of these things are, but I have no idea. There's a movie called Baby about, I guess, a baby dinosaur, and this celebrity, Gunther Williams, the world's greatest wild animal trainer, and star of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Well, that explains it. I've never been to the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. The Ghost of Thomas Kemp. I have no idea what that is either. Moving along, we have the first poster, which I do not want to take this out, but this is of Roboto. It's the He-Man of the issue, Kurt Erler, Bravery on Wallowell Lake. This short little story entails how Kurt saved a baby deer that apparently was tame. Make sure to write Orko so that you can be the He-Man of the issue next time. Look, it's floating visions. No, these characters have not been stretched out. You're supposed to turn the magazine to the side so you can see it a bit clearer, which yet to this day, I still don't really see it exactly the way we're supposed to see it. But I suppose it's supposed to be kind of cool. Next, we have the second poster that's included in this magazine, which you can kind of see Moss Man there, but this is supposed to be the cover of the magazine itself. But here is the real meat of the magazine. We have a mini-story called Assault on Castle Grayskull. Story by Tina Harris and art by Adrian Gonzalez. I know nostalgia plays a huge factor in this, but I still love reading these stories. I know they were meant for kids, but I just enjoy the whole idea of having He-Man and the Masters Universe on this other planet, having all of these adventures taking place. Next up is The Duke of Lauren by Neil Michaels. This is less of a mini comic and more like a story adventure where you just have to go through and read everything that's taking place, which again, I still enjoy reading even this. Interesting little note, we have Orko wearing a jester hat, which he is supposed to be the court magician, and we get a little image of Duke Tabak, which we really don't ever hear from him ever again, but still I like the idea of having other characters being introduced in the magazines. And look at this, you can destroy the magazine and cut out these pieces, and you can create your own character. It makes you wonder how many kids did cut out all of these pieces to create their own character. You even have a spot to name your character and to talk about his powers. What's wrong with these warriors? I don't know, I kind of like Trapjaw wearing a tie. Look, it's a little bitty kitty battle cat. I think everyone's always wondered whether or not Orko has feet that's just kind of hovering inside his whole cloak thing. And hey, a pink harness on He-Man? Hells yeah, they knew what they were doing. An advertisement for Choose Your Own Adventure. This is one of those books where you would be reading at a certain point, and if you make a certain decision, you would skip over to another part of the book where the adventure could go in different directions. Finally, near the end here, we have Roboto's word search with a crossword puzzle. And an advertisement for He-Man and She-Ra, The Secret of the Sword movie. It's an all-new animated movie starring He-Man and your favorite Masters Universe characters, introducing She-Ra, the Princess of Power, and the Evil Horde in their first great big screen adventure. And that is it. We have a final advertisement for some Hot Wheels train toy things. Hot Wheels Railroad Freight Yard. So very cool reminiscing through this magazine. I'll be doing a video on the next one that came out from this series in a future video. If you're interested in getting this, it's not too much money, but it may be a bit difficult to find a complete version, but the only place I can think of finding one is on eBay. I'm sure there's some other third-party vendors, and I've seen some at comic book conventions here and there, but it's not exactly like you can go to any store and pick them up anymore. But I do think if you're a Masters Universe fan, this is totally worth it. With that, thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. to give a major shout out to Sarah Lobo, also known as my buddy Nick. Thank you for getting me this Masters of the Universe lunchbox. This is one of those metal ones that came out. I never had one myself, so seeing this is so cool. I didn't want to take it out of the plastic wrapping just because I don't want to ruin it, and I would ruin it. It's already kind of rusted little spots here and there, but still, thank you so much, Nick. I really do appreciate this.